do this exact same thing. Start their own creative office spaces, launch their own salon suites, you name it. And I'm here to bring all that information to you. What you do with it is up to you. I am Tahara Divine Image, owner and founder of Wife Mother Diva, where we own 2 creative office spaces here in Philadelphia. We own the Diva Room and the Diva HQ. These are our babies. They have helped us grow, but helped so many other women-owned brands, male-owned brands build their business. And I'm so excited to be able to share with you guys that we have helped others do this exact same thing. Start their own creative office spaces, launch their own salon suites, you name it. And I'm here to bring all that information to you. What you do with it is up to you. Are you listening? The key thing when starting your business is to understand how you're going to fund your business. Do you understand? The key thing of starting a business is understanding how you're going to fund that business. And when I started Wife Mother Diva, we started with a t-shirt line. Started as a t-shirt company, just with our logos across the things. Now I got changed that say Wife Mother Diva, but we literally started with a shirt that says Wife Mother Diva, and I screen printed it on shirts. And every time I sold a shirt, I bought a new inventory. But something I could have done if I known back then when I started Wife Mother Diva, all we did was empower women. I always knew I wanted to empower women, but not at the capacity that I do it now. Now I do it with hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now I do it with starting hundreds of businesses, right? But when we started, I had to start somewhere. I do not like to be the business that waits until everything is perfect. Do not. You don't need everything. You need an idea. You need something to run with. Something to run with, something to implement, and now. So when I opened up both my creative spaces, I opened them in 2 weeks. Fully designed, fully planned out. Within 2 weeks, they were up and running and making money. I'll fill in everything else later. Add more couches, add backdrops, add props, add lights. All that came afterwards from my first space. And when I started, I didn't have everything. I didn't have everything I needed as Wife Mother Diva. And I was making my own t-shirts. One thing I could have done was have my LLC. I did not have my LLC. I just started. And I could have used building business credit and drop shipping to help me reach more customers and manage my cash flow better. I would have been able to reach more customers because I would have had more inventory on hand. And I had to wait every time I got more money to make a purchase. I couldn't just make purchases all the time because I didn't have a ton of money. But if I had inventory or I used drop shipping where all they had to do was click on a site or a button on my site and my credit with that specific drop shipper like Shirtsy, and there's others who will screen print or print your shirts for you and directly ship them to your customers. No inventory for you, no extra for you, none of that, no extra bills for you, okay? And so that is one way when I say, when you're starting a business, you think about how you're gonna fund that business, that's what I mean. Is you about to go out here and buy a bunch of shirts yourself, buy a screen printer and screen print them and spend all your cash on it? Or are you gonna go get your LLC, open up your business bank account, and start building business credit? And I've attached our business funding checklist below if you guys want it. I highly suggest you go over it and look at it and make sure your business is aligned or starting to check off some things to make sure your business can access a minimum of $50,000 this year. Minimum. I accessed $30,000 my first week of even applying for funding. The first thing on our business funding checklist is creating a brand name and seeing if it's trademarked. I know. You like that name so much and you don't want to give it up. But somewhere in another city, somebody may already have that name, because in every city there can be one business. So in every city there can be a Wife Mother Diva LLC. Well, every state there can be a Wife Mother Diva LLC. There isn't another Wife Mother Diva LLC in every state because we own Wife Mother Diva LLC trademark in our industry. For business coaching and consulting and women empowerment, we own that trademark. All right. You want to make sure you're not starting a business that one day you're going to have to either give up and re-ramp. Somebody might snatch it from under your feet. Somebody might cease and desist you. Somebody might decide, hey, you got to do something totally different. You can't have my brand name. For example, there's a business that's let go my waffles or something like that. I don't know exactly, but let go my ego. They literally sued them, cease and desist them, and then the small business is trying to sue, but they can't sue. They own that trademark and y'all infringing on that trademark, and they gave you multiple warnings. Now, not only are you about to go dead broke in lawyer fees, but you're gonna have to revamp your entire business or give it up. You're gonna have to give it up because you don't have no money. Absolutely go ahead and see if your business name has been trademarked. Go to USPTO.gov, United States Trademark and Patent Office, and go see if your business name is taken and what other trademarks may be similar to yours, because it might not be the same name spelling, but if it's the same name sounds or it looks the same in that specific, if y'all have the same category, you won't win. You won't win. I will elaborate on more of these things in their own separate video, I promise, if you want me to. And so next, you want to go ahead and see if your domain is taken, the .com version. If there was a wifemotherdeva.net and a wifemotherdeva.com, people would think the wifemotherdeva.com one was the real one, and the wifemother.net was the fake one. If you roll in here after somebody already owns the .com and try to take the .net, y'all do the same dang on thing, the key is y'all doing the same thing, trust me. Y'all doing the same thing, you're gonna lose. I always say, you can be the same name. Think of Pandora bracelets and think of Pandora music. They do totally different things, and you never confuse the two. You never confuse the two. If you find a business name doing something totally different than what you do, that's okay. That is okay, all right? But go ahead and check your domain and check your social medias. Make sure they're available. And if they're available, grab them. Get a virtual address. Get a virtual address is one of the next things on our list, but I want to highly recommend that you save this task for last when you're about to go for funding. Because there's going to be so many other things that you need to do if your business is not, if you don't have good personal credit right now, your business doesn't necessarily need a business address right at this moment. And it's going to cost you a minimum of $100 a month for a really good address. Let's just say it is. The prices are going up on people's virtual offices. $100 a month kicked out for just a business address is crazy. And I don't want you to go use no P.O. box or anything like that. You can't do that anyway. You can't use a P.O. box for your LLC. But you can file with your home address. And when you file with your home address, it does become public record. But when you decide you're ready to go for funding, I live in PA. If I want to change my business address, it's gonna cost me $5, and I did that. I started my LLC with my home address, and now I have my own virtual office space that is tied to my business name. I did not change it, but I own 2 creative office spaces. So if I wanna start an LLC, which I did, the address is here. To the suite downstairs, I can have multiple. I can make these into virtual office spaces. I really could. That is the first 3 steps in our business funding checklist. I wanna make sure you guys are positioning your business to access funding this year. Go ahead and download our free business funding checklist, and I will see you in part 2 of funding your business. Love you, Diva.